Mukbang.
Hi, my name's Eliza.
And I'm Steph, and
Welcome to Mukbang Tuesday! Basically, for those who don't know what a mukbang is, where YouTubers just eat and talk to the camera and have a good time. So that's what we're here to do today.
I guess we're just gonna like talk about stuff on the world race. If y'all don't know, we're on the world race right now in Nicaragua. I feel like on social media, the world race is kind of like glamorized. There's like this vibe about it that's like grungy, but like seeing people in the streets and like cool exotic food, which is like awesome, but I kind of have a heart to share like the ratchet side of it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think our first thing should be explaining the food. So today, we have a classic. We have rice, beans, and a chicken vegetable medley, and yeah, that's all. And that's all you really need. Oh, Steph also has it's like a fryer.
It's a plantain. It looks like a naan, but they boil it in water.
Boiled.
Yeah.
Today we're on the farm, and we harvested moringa.
No, it's just a little tilted.
Oh gosh. Our mukbang is not going
Mukbang is
well.
not going.
Life on the farm is not, it's something different every day. Moringa harvesting was really fun today. Last week on the farm was not a nightmare.
It was just kind of bad.
It was so funny. We had to take like pickaxes and dig these weeds out of the ground.
The weeds were like a foot long. They're like this long in the ground. So
Yeah.
you're just like swinging. We were basically like, if you see the movie Holes, the child we were basically that. We just were like,
In the afternoons, we do evangelism / prayer walking / where I'm from, we call it like house visits. And that's been really fun. It's gotten us a lot closer to like our interpreters, and there's one whose name is Nelson, and he's our best friend. And every day we give him a word of the day to study for English. Eliza,
yes.
tell us the most embarrassing story on the race thus far.
It's gonna make me. So, if you've seen the movie Bring It On, you know the Shibuya song. I've made up some Shibuyas on the race. Just like with the team, just like for fun, you know. One morning in Ethiopia, I was like, what if I like got on the team and started singing Shibuya? Because like when our team tries to make jokes,
Nobody laughs.
It's only us who think
They
it's
think
funny.
our team is
They're like,
so weird.
it's almost like no one will laugh, like I'm not gonna do it. And so they were like, Eliza, come on, like just do it, like we'll do it with you. And so I like got on the edge of my chair and I slowly stood up. And they all watched me and everyone turned at me. And I was like, Shibuya, Shibuya, roll call. And I was singing, and then I was at the part where they're supposed to go, yeah. And no one said yeah. They just stared at me and they were crying so hard. They were laughing.
And she was looking at us and she said, say it!
I was like, say it! And literally the whole squad, like 50 other people were like staring at me and they were like, what is she doing? And I was like, I'm so embarrassed.
Nobody
And
thinks
just-
our team is funny.
Nobody thinks our team is
Like,
funny.
flashback to month 1, we put on a prom. Part of the prom was a raffle, and you could win some cool things. But we decided we don't want people to win cool things. We want people to win ratchet things because it's funny. We had people give like 100 real, which is like 2 cents, for this raffle, and we would pull out names, and someone won, because we were on kitchen duty that first month, someone won like a plate of cut tomatoes, a rotten banana, some Neosporin,
like a half tube Neosporin.
and people didn't think it was funny.
They were so excited, and then we were like, tomatoes! And they were like,
Some people were actually upset.
they were like, what?
And people were like, we want our money back. I was like, we
made 2 cents.
literally raised $2. No, our team is fun.
What's like the weirdest thing that's like happened to you? Like weird, funny, or like weird, like not like a local stuff.
I would say,
Hey, Greg.
hi Grace.
Hey, what's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you in the race?
On the race?
Yeah.
Like by locals.
Here's some perspective. A lot of weird stuff happens on the race, but it happens so often that it's kind of like
Normal.
it's real life.
Boards together, yeah.
Like in Cambodia, it was very common to watch people go by on motos, and when, like multiple times actually, I would see people riding on motos, and someone would be holding an IV, like bag of fluids, and someone has just like an IV and they're just like motoing down
There's
the
like
street.
5 other
Or
people.
like a
Yeah.
couch. They would hold like fans and couches and tables.
Yeah, and like weird stuff. I mean, people will say weird things to you when you're abroad just because we go to places that don't see a lot of tourism, except for Nicaragua. And so you get a lot of weird stuff, but I agree. Nothing that's like scared me away.
Oh, something really sweet that happened to me the other day was we were prayer walking and like went to this little old lady's house. She's like 4 feet tall. She's so cute. But like her grandson had a concussion, and so we brought a nurse down to talk to him, and I was just sitting outside with her. And we were like sitting like this kind of, and I was just like looking at her, and I was just like, hey, like I can't speak Spanish, she can't speak any English, and she probably for like 20 minutes was just talking to me in straight Spanish. It was the cutest thing ever. She would just look at me and go, like all in Spanish, and I was like, sí. And she asked me a question, I would be, no sé, which means I don't know. It would just like go on for so long, and she started crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, what do we do? Like, what's she talking about? But it was like so sweet because she was just like talking in Spanish. It was probably the cutest thing ever.
I love house visits because, like, in comparison to the States, if you like knocked on someone's door and was like, hey, can I pray for you? Like, some people would say yes, but I don't think people would be so vulnerable like the people here do. Like, it's almost expected for the church to kind of like knock on your door and like talk to you, share verses with you, and like testimonies. And so we'll go to people's houses who we do not know. Actually, we've made some friends now, but for the most part, like, we don't know them very well. And they'll be so vulnerable and be like, hey, I'm like struggling to find a job. My family is struggling with, there's like cancer in the family, or there's something wrong with people's bowel situation, and like a lot of stuff like that. Just like pouring their heart out pretty much, and we get to pray for them. It can be very overwhelming though, because sometimes they'll just like cry in front of you and you're like, do I want to throw like scripture at them?
Yeah.
Do I want to share a testimony?
Yeah.
So it can be overwhelming, but
It's been cool for sure.
it's been really cool. That's probably been my favorite ministry on the race so far. Ooh, what's been your favorite ministry?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably in Ethiopia, I did this thing called water distribution. I've written a blog on it, so you should check it out. It's called Woman at the Well. Basically, there was a well at the Hope Ethiopia site, and we would, so like when the water would go out in town, which was like pretty often, like no one would have water like in their houses. There was no running water. So like our well would continue to run even when the water was out in town. So what we did was we went to the well outside the campus, and we like helped all the women and children. It was mainly children, which is crazy to me. And helped them carry out their jugs from the little fenced-in well. And there were these like huge like old oil jugs. And like once they got to know us, they'd go, Eliza, Stephanie. And they would like call us over, and we would walk over and like grab these huge jugs and like carry them out. They were like the size of the children who were like trying to get the water. So they couldn't do it. So that's what we did. And we just like made relationships with them.
She rode donkeys.
And I rode donkeys. I rode a lot of donkeys.
Did you ever fall?
No. Wait. No, I didn't. I never fell because it was like muddy everywhere and really wet because like the water would run down.
Yeah.
Some people busted. You busted it too.
I did. And we got caught in, were you there? I think it was me and Mariah. Some, like, water is taken very seriously in Africa because the village doesn't have very much. And so naturally a lot of the women and little kids are like the people getting water. And little kids would start to break out in riots. And one day I was sitting, because like it's fenced in where the actual well is, and then there's like a line outside. And I was stuck inside, fenced in with the well, and there are all these kids trying to get in. And I was surrounded, and I was like, Brendan! And Brendan had to save me from this riot of children. That's probably like been the most rewarding.
Yeah, it's cool because like, you know, you're helping them, but like you also get to build relationships. So it's probably, it was one of my favorite ministries for sure. And you get to ride donkeys, so it's a win-win. What is your favorite ministry?
My favorite ministry has been prayer walking here, just because I love talking to people. And it's really cool because in the morning, I'll like do my free time in the Bible, and I'll be like, God, like give me something to give to somebody today. And sometimes he'll be like, okay, you're gonna like meet this person and I want you to tell them this. Or sometimes he won't even like tell me who it's for. He'll just like tell me this, and then I'll be like, what the heck? And then I'll get to a house and I'll be like, I totally know that this was for that person.
Yeah.
So that's been really cool to see. I like all of the relational ministry, so I like love evangelism. I really liked teaching specifically in Africa. That was really fun, and just like getting to be with the kids because they lived on our site, and so you didn't just have to teach them during ministry hours. You could kind of like
Do it now.
yeah. Final question for now. If there's one thing that you wouldn't pack and one thing that you would pack that you haven't, what would those things be?
So one thing I would pack would be a real towel. Like even if it takes up a lot of space, just like a small towel, but like one that's real. Like the quick dry towels, I like hate because they're so
Trash.
they feel so weird. I don't like the quick dry towels, so I'd probably bring a real towel. And I wouldn't bring something I have not used one bit. Was my my like what's it called? Cutlery.
Trash.
Like my fold down mug, bowl, and like fork, spoon.
Only if you're on gap year. If you're on 11/11, that could be different.
Yeah, but gap year, I
don't need it.
have not used that once
At
since I've
all.
been on the race. At all. Not even at training camp. I didn't even use that then.
So don't do it. One thing I wouldn't bring: medicine for any possible thing. I brought medicine. I was prepared for anything.
Me too.
Like any sort of sickness. I had a whole bag full of medicine. Don't do that because I haven't gotten sick once.
It takes up so much space.
It takes up so much space. What I would recommend bringing is a bottle of Pepto. Don't do the pills. Do Pepto.
that.
It'll work like instantaneously. Don't do the pills. A bottle of Pepto, maybe some ibuprofen if that's what you want. And that's it. Like that's all I would bring.
Maybe like a Z-Pack or something.
Yeah, a Z-Pack. I can't give you guys like. See, now we're getting too far in there.
I really enjoy medicine. She does.
I don't believe in medicine if I don't need it. And then something that I would bring, I feel like I've utilized most things that I've brought. So, I don't know, maybe like a real mug. Like something, like that kind of comes into like comfort of home. Like my favorite thing to do in the morning at home is to drink a cup of coffee, read my Bible, or like read a book. And I brought a stupid trash plastic mug that I have not used. But if I had like a real mug, I would use it all the time. And some people do. Or you can buy like the aluminum ones, but just something to like remind you of home. That or more essential oils because I'm obsessed.
Essential oils, yes.
Yeah.
Something that I regret bringing and that I sent home with my parents was my chacos. It's
a mukbang!
They're a mukbang!
Samuel!
Question of the hour is, what's one thing that you regret bringing and one thing that you wish you brought?
Ooh.
I'm saying one thing that I regret bringing is my chacos because I've worn them once and I just remember stocks. But she wears her
Chacos every day.
So just depends on the person. But I regret bringing it.
One thing I regret not bringing, a hydro flask, because I really like cold water and my Nalgene is not good at keeping water cold. What's the other?
What's one thing you regret bringing?
One thing I regret bringing,
Yeah.
my tent. Don't bring a tent, it's stupid.
Don't do it.
Just bring a hammock, rough it out.
Yeah.
Bring a hammock and a tarp and you'll be fine.
That's good.
Also, check out where you're staying. Like your countries, what kind of climates they are.
Yeah.
Just tell them you may need a tent sometime.
That was a good word.
So good. Thanks, Sam.
Oh my. I regret not bringing spike ball.
So true.
Yeah, and it's exactly the same size as a tent.
Yeah.
So
Do
screw
it.
the tent, bring spike ball, have a great time, sleep outside.
There you go.
What's one thing you wish you brought?
Spike
I mean,
You regret bringing.
you regret bringing.
a tent and a tent
Okay.
and a sleeping bag and a sleeping mat.
Don't bring a sleeping mat. Buy a pool floaty.
Yep.
We're gonna try to do this every Tuesday.
Mukbang Tuesday.
Mukbang Tuesday, just because we finally have Wi-Fi and we can keep y'all in the loop and kind of be face to face. So
It's so fun just to be chill and eat with you guys.
Yeah.
Our fans.
we're working on an African Q&A video.
Yes.
We recorded it, but it was really bad. So we're gonna re-record that. Send us questions if you have questions or like have a topic that you want us to talk about.
Who do you want to see us eat?
Don't be shy, especially if you're going on gap year next
Oh
year.
yeah, for sure.
I saw that the routes went out. Ask questions. Other than that,
We'll see you next time on Mukbang Tuesday.
Mukbang Tuesday.